Hello everybody again, this is FURYWEB back with another tutorial for the Heroes of the Storm series, and this time we are creating basically this. It's not going to be exact, but it's close enough to it, and it's just a few techniques I use. Again, it's all about the techniques and how you can use those techniques for other methods if you want to create interfaces and whatnot. I'm not going to be creating the whole thing. I'm just going to be creating probably the outer rim here just to give you an idea how I came up with it. Let's just get rid of that. So let's just zoom in a little bit. So as you can see, I've kind of replicated this. Apart from the middle bit here, I've just created my own pattern in the middle to kind of give it the same look. They've used probably a texture they've created themselves, and then they've done exactly what I've done to this one here. I've also created my own little forefront thing, but the bevel, or the outer rim, I should say, the metallic outer rim, is pretty much similar. The text I've tried to recreate as similar as possible. I'm just going to quickly break through some of the layers just so you get an idea of what's going on in regards to this, and then we'll get on and just create this outer rim just so you get an idea of how I came up with it. Okie doke, let's just get rid of this. Let's get rid of some of these on the bottom. Okie doke. Body main. So we'll get rid of the triangles, and we'll get rid of the middle glow and the text. And the text glow. So kind of this is it broken down. And we'll get rid of that as well. So we have, as you can see, I'm just stripping all the layers away. So kind of that's the basic, that's the shape I created. You see it's kind of very basic shape. And the way I kind of came up with that is, if let me just create some new layers here. I'm going to move this to the right a bit. I tell you what, let's just start it from the scratch, and then you get an idea of how I've created it. So basically it revolves around having a main body, inner body, and then a drop shadow, almost like a 3D effect on it, and that's kind of like your main body. And then we have like a reflection going over the top just to kind of spruce it up a little bit. And then we have the bar that goes on top of it. And then we have this circular bit here which had the, let's just put the bar glow on, triangles, and then the middle glow. And then we had the text on top of it. So that's kind of the basis of it. So we will start a new one. Okay. We'll just put it 1000, 1072p. And let's crack on with it. So first of all, let's just create a grey background so we're not getting mixed up with everything. And then what we'll do is we'll put some center lines in, because a lot of this goes from the center. And then we will start with the ellipse tool. So let's just put that in the middle. And then let's just fill the stroke out slightly more than what it should be. So we'll just do 50 for now. Or should we do 50? Let's do 80. That's better. We're going to duplicate this. I'm going to move it out slightly. Edit transform scale. Center that. And then we are going to reduce that to about 40. No, maybe 40, 30. So there's our kind of basic shape. So with these two selected now, because we've got it on quite a big screen, with these two selected, what we'll do is we'll just rasterize the layers. So it's just right clicking and going to rasterize. I will merge them. And then, I know it sounds a bit daft this, but we'll start with one side. We're going to cut this side off here, just for now, because we will be duplicating that very soon. And then about here, we'll just delete that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fill in this bit here that's missing. You fill it once and then you fill it twice again, just so it fills those gaps. And then just to make sure everything is straight, we'll just cut off that little bit of a loose edge there. Perfect. And then what we can do is we can duplicate this layer, and then we go edit, transform, flip, oh, wrong one, edit, undo, flip, transform, flip horizontally. And we're going to move that across. And then what you will do is you have to take those dividers off and then just use your arrow keys to move it up one. And then we can combine them, and that's our main layer, so we'll call it main body. So the next bit is the filler in between. So we've got this little bit in here. So if we create another layer and we'll put inner body, we're going to select modify, expand, then we'll expand it by 2 for now. And we'll just fill that with an opposite colour, so black for now. And then what we'll do is bring back our center markers again. I'm just selecting this, actually no, let's do this one last again. Let's just create this. And we're actually going to just change the outline just so I can see it slightly. Let's just get that off and get the stroke of purple. And then we're going to make that about 10, maybe 20. Yeah, looks about right. So you can do it this method where this is be drop shadow, or the other method of doing it is, let's just get rid of that, is you just duplicate the main body, duplicate layer, and we'll call it main 3D. Drop that underneath, and then what you do is you drop it down 1, duplicate layer, drop down 1 again, duplicate layer, drop down again, duplicate layer, drop down again. So basically what we're doing is we're creating this 3D effect, and we're dropping it 1 pixel every time we do it. And you do it for however many times you want to do it. So you just get an idea. I'm just going to keep doing it. Duplicate layer. I think I've actually done them one wrong. Let's just do this. Let's just make sure it's like that. Sorry. Let's do it again from scratch. There we go. I'm probably going to do about 10 of these. So let's just see where that is now. Maybe another couple. It's done it again. Don't mind me, this is what happens when things go wrong. Duplicate the right layer first would help. I think we'll do 15 in total. That probably makes more sense. There we go. Now you can use the 3D tool if you wanted to, but it does kind of make a mess of things, so I don't personally recommend it. We will merge layers. We'll just merge that one as well. Merge layers. Okie doke, so first and foremost, let's drop our gradient onto the main layer. So at the moment, I actually have some gradients I actually created myself and I've saved. So my first one is going to be this one here. Let's put it on linear. Okay, main 3D gradient, let's just reverse it. And then the main body one is this one here. So kind of that's our look at the moment. So it's not doing too bad. Excuse me. So what we'll do on the inner body is, first of all, we will do an inner shadow, 90-degree angle, keep it on 100, and then obviously it's just up to you how you want it to look, how you want to tweak it. Like I said, it's personal preference, don't follow my idea for the shadow. So that one will do for me. And then on the main body, we will give it a stroke layer. Just put it on colour for now. And you want to set that to white. Actually, no, do you know what? Set it to a gradient. Probably, let's try this gradient. No, maybe not. Let's create a new one. I'm going to put it on white and then kind of an off colour there, which I'll do, and we will call that outer, hot, outer, new. Perfect. And let's just reverse that for the time being. And then we're actually going to put it to about 50% for now. Put it on at about 4 because of the size of this at the moment. And then we're going to put it on the inside so it's not too obstructive. I'm actually not that up actually, so there we go. It's a little bit better. Just reverse that. Let's just tweak that gradient slightly. Yep, that looks about good. And I actually might tweak the 3D bit actually. Just change it slightly. To be honest, because we don't need all those colours there. Let's just knock this slightly darker. Just so it actually looks like that 3D-ish look. a little bit better, personally. Okay, so the next stage is to... I created this almost like reflective material, which is this square format, and it'll overlay. So if I, for example, select this now. Oh, we're on the wrong one. Just make sure you're on there. Paste it in as a new layer on top. Center it. And then what we do is we set it to overlay. And then you can mess about with the opacity of it. So for now I can have it maybe on 60. And then you can actually rotate it just to see how you want the reflection. Actually, it looks pretty good. I like that one. And again, you can just tweak it how you want. And then if you want, you can actually colorize it, because I did it in black and white, and obviously it's different, so depends what kind of color you want your that looks good to me. So once you've done that, you can then cut it out. But if you want to know how to make this, I will quickly just bring that up for you. So you need a perfectly square layer for now, just so you can rotate it. And then what you want to do is you want to create a gradient out of it. And your best bet is to, on either end, start with the same color. Because when it joins, it has to be the same colour, otherwise you get a horrible line in the middle. And then you start to build black and whites, or greys if you want to call that. As many as you want for the shine to work. Okay, and then you want this set to 0. Then we go to filter. Distort and polar coordinates. Oh, sorry, I missed out a step there. Sorry, I do apologise. Rasterize the layer first, and then go to distort polar coordinates. And then you get that same kind of effect. So that's how you create that. Okay, back to this. So we're going to select our shape, which is this. So Control, left click on the layer you want, hold Shift, and then click on the 3D bit as well, and then Shift, left click. So you select it all, select inverse, and then delete what you don't want. And that is our top layer for the reflection. So if you get rid of that, as you can see, you kind of got random bits of shine on it that makes it look pretty good. So the next bit is we want this bar going across the top, like the power up bar almost. So you want to select this layer, which is your inner body layer. So we'll call this bar. Just fill it with a white for now. And we're going to do a gradient overlay, which will be kind of that same color again. And then we do, oh, excuse me, do a stroke. And this time you want outside. And then you want an outer glow, and you want it to be almost a red colour, if you want to call it that. What I should have done is actually moved it above everything. Select modify contract by another 2, select inverse. And again, it's just tweaking just to see how it looks. So that's our bar, and then cut it to whatever size you want, going from the middle. I'll just delete that for now. So there's our lovely bar there. And what you can also do is do an inner shadow as well. Look, it's about 50. Okay. So there's our inner bar. Again, you can just tweak it however you like. It's entirely up to you. Let's just tweak this gradient slightly. Just move it on to 90. And kind of there's our outer bar thing. So we're going to go for the center now. And this is going to go on the bottom. So we'll do center. Just so you get an idea what it looks like. I'm going to do that as a fill for now. And the effect I'm going to do, I already created one. Which is that one there. And then we're doing in a shadow, which we're going to drop slightly. Now if you want to create that kind of triangle look or something similar, let's create another perfectly square and then have a texture that you want to kind of go in that. So I think we'll just, because I downloaded a few offline, let's just pick this one for now. And you want to filter, distort, and then we want to, oh no, we don't want to share it. We want to theorize it. Edit copy, and then in our main one, we'll just put it on top. And we'll just change the size of it. Let's just centralize it. And then we copy the layer style from that one onto this one. And just get rid of the gradient bit. But we still want the inner shadow look. Maybe just tweak it slightly. Let's just change the colour of it a minute. And what you can do is you can just select a few like little triangles, if you want to call it. Tolerance of 20, I don't know. Let's see what that does. What should we do with 50? No, I guess not. We'll do 10. Let's just copy them, paste. Outer glow. This is just me doing personal things to it, so. Oh, yeah, sorry, too much messing around there, I think, overlay. Let's just go back to that again. Let's turn off the stroke on that. Yeah, sorry, that's just me experimenting like I do. Anyway, so you've got that. And then you just select the shape of it if you want to do that kind of the look that I created. Originally it was like a purple colour. Let's just select that for now. I'm going to drag that down. Inner shadow again, not too much. There's only so much it'll let you do before it cuts off. And then obviously you'd put your text on that, and then you'd come up with your own little creation to put at the bottom of it. And then last but not least, I will just put the touches up on it, which is just a glow, just to make it look kind of stand out. And that is pretty much it. Just for you, kind of, you get an idea of how I came about creating that body. I didn't want to drag this on too long. I didn't want to create the whole thing. I just wanted to give you an idea how I came up with it. It's not exactly the same. It's just kind of an idea of how possibly they maybe came up with it. But that's my take on it. Like I said, I'm sorry I kind of just went along and didn't explain everything properly, but at least you could follow what you were watching. So if you take some of those ideas and obviously come up with some of your own stuff, it'd be nice to see. So I'm going to end the video there, and probably that is it for the last in the series for the Heroes of the Storm. I might possibly do an overlay or some sort of panel theme which I'll speed up the creation of, and then do that for a download for you guys, which would be good. Something for free is always good. So again, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all soon.